Now, first step is you can write this sine 2x as 2 sin x cos x. Now, after this, just put sin x is equal to t. Put sin x is equal to t. So when you take derivative, it will be cos x dx, that is equal to dt. Now change the limits also. So when you change the limits, this can be written as when x is 0, then correspondingly your t will be sin 0 is 0, so that is why it is 0. When x is 90, then your t will be equal to, when you put x as 90, then sin 90 was 1. So these are the new limits. Now let us convert the question to t form. When you rewrite the question to t form, this is 0 to 1. I am taking this 2 outside the integral. Now in place of cos x dx, I can just write dt. And here I will get t, and this will be tan inverse t. So this is what I will get after converting this integral in t form. Cos x dx can be written as dt. This will become tan inverse t, and this will become t. 2 I had taken common. So this is what I can write. Now here we need to apply integration by parts. So call this as first function, call this as second function, because this is inverse trigonometric function. So we have to treat this as first, this is second. Now let us apply integration by parts. So this will become first function as it is, tan inverse t. Integration of t with respect to t is t square upon 2. Limits are running from 0 to 1 minus limits are 0 to 1. Derivative of tan inverse t is 1 upon t square. And integration of t is t square upon 2 dt. So this is what we can write. Now after this, we can rewrite this as I is equal to 2 tan inverse t square upon 2. Limits are running from 0 to 1. And now the second integral can be written as 1 by 2 can be taken out. So t square plus 1 minus 1. We are introducing plus 1 minus 1 in the numerator ourselves. Just we had introduced plus 1 and minus 1 in the numerator. Now just detach this, and then we will integrate. So here directly we can substitute the limits. So when I put 1, it will become tan inverse 1 into 1 by 2. You know that tan inverse 1 is pi by 4. And when I put 0, it will become 0. And here I can rewrite this as dt minus plus 1 by 2 dt upon 1 plus t square. So how we are getting this expression? Just by detaching. T square plus 1 upon t square plus 1 will be dt. And this will be plus 1 by 2, because minus and minus will become plus. So dt upon t square plus 1, or 1 plus t square, one is the same thing. Now I can rewrite this as pi by 8, 1 by 2, where the limits are 0 to 1. Just integrate this one. So this is t 0 to 1, and this will be 1 by 2 tan inverse t. Limits are running from 0 to 1. Now substitute the limits. So when you substitute the limit, it will become pi by 8. This will become 1 by 2, and this will be 1 by 2 pi by 4 minus 0, because tan inverse 1 is pi by 4 and tan inverse 0 is 0. So for the calculations, if I take this 2 inside, then it will be pi by 2 minus 1. So this will be your final answer. So the important thing is you have to substitute sin x as t. After substitution, you will differentiate, you will change the limits also. After changing limits, it is 0 to 1 t tan inverse t dt. So here we need to apply integration by parts. This is first function, this one is second function. Apply integration by parts. First, as it is, integration of t with respect to t is t square by 2 minus derivative of tan inverse t is 1 upon 1 plus t square. This is t square upon 2. Take this 2 outside and introduce plus 1 minus 1 ourselves so that we can integrate this expression further. Just integrate and substitute the limits. So here we go with another question from miscellaneous exercise, that is question number 25. So pi by 2 to pi ex expression. Now just by looking at the expression, we can say that we should apply that type ex fx plus f dash x. So here we need to apply half angle formulas. So we can rewrite this expression as 92 pi ex. So sin x can be written as 2 sin x by 2 cos x by 2. And 1 minus cos x can be written as 2 sin square x by 2. Now detach this in two parts. Split this in two parts. So you can rewrite this as 1 upon 2. So this will become cosecant square x by 2 minus 2 and 2 will cancel out. And here you left with cot x by 2 dx. Now you have to call one as fx and one as f dash x. So now obviously we have to treat this as fx. If I treat this as fx, then its derivative will be this one. Now you have to make an adjustment of this minus sign. So what I can do is I will take this minus sign outside. So I can rewrite this as minus outside. This can be written as cot x by 2 minus half cosecant square x by 2 dx. So now I can treat this as fx and this will be f dash x. Straight away we can apply that property. So I can be written as minus ex cot x by 2. Limits are running from 90 to pi. So I hope you are getting this, that fx stands for cot x by 2. So you know that its derivative is f dash x will be 1 by 2 cosecant square x by 2 with a negative sign. So by chain rule we had taken the derivative. So now we had applied that type. This is that type because you know that ex fx plus f dash x. Integration of this is ex fx plus c. So this is the type which we are applying in this particular question. Now after this, it's a matter of just substituting the limits. So let us substitute upper limits. Cot pi by 2. So this will be your upper limit. And minus lower limit. Minus minus will become plus. It will become pi by 2. This will become cot pi by 4. So you know that cot 90 is 0. So first expression will be 0. Cot 45 is 1. So e की power pi by 2 will be the e की power pi by 2 will be the 1.